Hinoko was the one who put the bombs there? Or a
Yes.
different box?
You don't know. Norman doesn't know any of this, but
If I don't
at
know
the
any
moment,
of
I
this,
think.
why aren't you just continuing the scene?
Because
You asked what you missed.
that too.
Also, Sinbad went boom.
How far away is the volcano
no.
from where I am?
It's scenic. Rossi's Run is not that far from the place you're staying at.
I start walking. Please continue until I get there.
You begin walking, and as the urban area starts to fade into a slightly more rural setting, as you approach this wonderful national park, you see two white squeakers on a motorbike fly past you.
White.
Were we leaving the volcano?
Were you?
Last I remember, Leona was trying to heal up Sinbad from almost dead.
Yeah, and then I thought everyone was leaving.
No, we just ended there.
We did not finish
Yeah,
the
we
arming
just
the rest
ended
of the
there.
bombs, I believe.
Everything started to rumble. Oh, everything started to rumble, right? Or am I misremembering that?
I don't think everything started to rumble. It was just the one explosive went off.
Just
Correct.
fireworks, so a lot of noise, so any and all fire elementals that are in the volcano might be slightly annoyed. Let's say.
Yeah. I think that is actually a fair assumption then, yeah. Leona would suggest that they get the hell out of here.
Or, you let the
Like
fiery fox go take care of it.
assuming there is noise coming from within of angry fire elementals, leaving is probably a good idea.
No, I don't believe they were necessarily angered, just annoyed because of the noise.
A
Confused
trifle
and annoyed.
a trifle miffed.
A bit peeved.
A smidgen irked by all of the pyrotechnics that went off without authorization.
Now, just to confirm, only one of them did go off, yes?
Yes.
We
Okay.
placed them out of reach from one another.
All right. Sinbad kind of recovering himself while just kind of like looks at Leona. She's like, do you think we might still be able to disarm the others or see how quick the police will get here?
I think it's probably best we get out of here. I assume they have a bomb squad or something that can handle this. And they probably have some of the poison. I don't want you to risk blowing yourself up again.
Ow.
There's your answer.
Meanwhile,
So,
Hinako and what was his name again?
Jimmy.
Jimmy! And Jimmy!
Jimmy! Oh, jeez.
That was
Bush.
some audio.
Red, please do not yell into the mic.
That was his fault.
My fault.
Ow. Wisp, do not yell into the mic.
And we both did it. I made him do it.
Wisp's
Both of you
mic has a
don't.
weird thing where it sometimes loops my audio back into his mic.
And not just yours, but everybody's.
Yeah, everyone's audio can get looped.
Specifically Red's.
It's highly annoying. That's why I use push to talk.
Sorry.
Anyhow, Hinako and Jimmy came out of the volcano at the sound of the noise, and were like, "Well then, guess you failed that one."
Oh shit.
Should we go back?
We should go. We should go.
Yeah, Simba's gonna make his way towards his bike.
Leona will scamper after him.
I guess I'll be the one reporting to the police then, as was my mission.
Probably be best.
Stay
I need something for these burns.
out. Leona healed most of them.
Does your healing
Right.
cure bad skin condition?
I see no reason why it wouldn't.
Red?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
nothing wrong here.
Okay.
I might be,
I'm
but
still burnt because I didn't heal you full.
I am missing a lot of fur, I imagine, though.
oh, hold on, I'm getting a knock. Probably some food delivery.
Sinbad is now Sinbad. You can laugh.
I did laugh.
That's not funny.
Oh, shall
That's
we
not funny at all.
No delivery, but gotta grab myself real quick. Be right back.
What?
Yeah, we should probably head back to the hotel.
Yeah. I get on the bicycle. I get on the motorcycle with Leona.
Yep.
Hate all you.
Norvin, it was a long, frustrating, and a bit of a treacherous at times hike up through Rossi's Run towards the base of the volcano. And after all that exertion and very, very good exercise, you are finally where you suspect your comrades may be. And right as you reach the summit and are prepared to venture inside and see what chaos hath wrought during your absence, vroom, motorbike speeds right past you.
Wait. That's Norman. Wait, Sinbad, stop. It's Norman.
I stop.
Like Kira skid to the halt.
Yeah.
Norman,
Hi.
there was a bomb, and Sinbad tried to disarm it, but it went off in his face, and there's noises coming from inside the volcano.
Noises.
Yes, like crackling, popping, like a big old bonfire. I think the fire elementals might be mad.
Alright, got a couple of pieces of meat and a bucket load of sauce, so I'm back. Might get a second call, though, later.
Yay, meat.
What happened?
Gold talked for like
Norman
30
showed
seconds.
up. Yeah, Norman showed up. Leona explained to him what happened, or at least what she
And
understands
in the
of what
next few
happened.
minutes, the police are gonna show up. Because they are on bikes and all that. Or did you go walk away with Norvin?
Were you asking me something or asking about me? I couldn't tell. I do not know what you said. Please repeat it.
I was asking if you guys were walking away or while talking, or did you guys just
Sinbad's
kind
still on
of?
the motorcycle. I mean, kind of like standing there listening to Leona and Norman talk.
Are there
Yeah,
likely
when
to
we
be
stop,
anyone else in the volcano? This is asking Red.
uh, uh,
Uh, remind me, Hinako, would you be leaving with Leona and Sinbad here, or are you going to be doing something else with Jimmy?
Jim and I did come out of the volcano, but Hinako would probably have been at this point like, if you two guys are gonna leave, you two rats, then I guess I'll be the one reporting to the police, which may or may not kind of burst Jimmy's bubble.
Well, I mean, we can go. I don't think are there any police around here?
Yes.
Question mark.
it's I heard the explosions.
Yeah, so we can just go get the police.
You don't think they'll be here soon?
Say,
Maybe I don't know.
Hinako just randomly, casually
uh,
munching on a piece of roasted chicken.
All right then. On that note,
wait,
what?
should probably. Uh, yeah, Leona's basically saying they should probably get out of here. Let the police know there's bombs around the volcano.
I mean, you already informed
And
them. Out of character, I believe you guys already informed them that there were bombs, just not knowing where at the time.
Yeah.
we told them we told them there were probably some explosives
So
somewhere
they would
around.
probably be on alert
Yeah.
and probably be approaching this place really pretty soon.
I walked here. They would be
Yeah.
here like ages ago.
Should be. Yeah.
That is actually a fair point.
Either too busy or they don't care
Have
enough.
any police actually arrived yet? Somebody will look around.
Uh, there are a few. Not now phone. There you do see lights and hear in your sirens as a motorcade begins up the trail of Rossi's Run.
You know, I think leaving right now might make you really
Uh,
suspicious.
Yeah.
we will stay.
I mean, my plan was to leave to get the
You
police.
can get out of here. Well, if they're coming here, then we should wait.
How is Jimmy reacting to all of us kind of just debating, talking to the police like we're best buds?
He's been dead quiet
You
during a
know,
lot of this.
yeah. Well, Leona is confused about his presence. Like she has no idea who this kid is. Who's your friend, Hinoko?
Um, well, he's one of the kids I met at school. Um, he had some he was going to do a trial run for the what are their names again? Roaring Lions. He wants to join them, I believe. And I kind of,
Leona gives him a look like you didn't think that was worth mentioning.
hey,
What's not worth?
why would I mention going on a date with someone?
What's not worth mentioning? Lieutenant Greyfard says, crossing his arms.
Ah, Mr. Gravepaw.
Leona does not know how much trouble Hinoko wants to get this kid in. So,
You're lucky I don't know shit about what's going on.
yeah.
Also, as
In or out of character.
also has Greyfard met Ratty Leona yet, or?
Pretty sure she has. They haven't.
No, but she would have been ratty with Sinbad when they went around telling the police, hey, there's bombs.
That is fair, but might not have met Gravepaw
Yeah.
specifically.
Oh, so all he would know is there was a couple of white rats that went around saying, hey, there's a bomb threat, and then bombs went off.
And two white rats are there, including two humans, 3 humans. One which seems suspiciously familiar.
I am not entirely sure I understand the situation myself, Lieutenant. But the bombs seem to be dotted all over the mountainside here.
I can explain right now, and I hope this doesn't bring me too much trouble, to be fair. I got a deal with this kid that we would go to a recruitment of the Roaring Lions, and well, there we kind of got the task to set up these bombs right here. I don't know where they procured them necessarily.
Leona is like kind of,
And that's something that you
Leona
just
is
sort of
kind of
did.
looking at Hinoko and Leona is just kind of looking as Hinoko throws this kid under the bus. It's like there's kind of a look of disapproval in her eye.
I am doing
Damn,
what my training requires of me. I was
Leona's not
undercover, and
saying
therefore
anything. She's just giving a look like, and that's it.
What?
Yeah, that was unintelligible.
It gives Hinoko a bit of a look like, that's cool. Like, damn, that's cool.
yep, Hinako's being cold hard soldier boy girl.
I'm sure Leona's expression is only. What's the word I'm thinking of? Lessened for being a rat.
It might be hard to tell exactly what expression she has on at the moment.
Hinako, you may continue testifying whenever you're ready.
So yeah, we were we did receive one of those what was it called, Jimmy? One of those coins with some kind of listening magic on it, some sort, by the head of the Roaring Lions, I believe, Christine.
So, Jimmy, how is he? Yeah, I assume he's just got a very blank expression on his face.
Jimmy is not saying anything. But Lieutenant Curryfire is going to nod and say yes, yes, yes. Chastain, he is a known quantity with the Lions.
So, and as I mentioned, I'm not sure where they procured these bombs. I have figured out they are more magically inclined. So some kind of anti-magic would be useful here. Hope you have a bomb squad capable of such.
We have a few mages in our ranks. We'll look into disarming these.
I got them mentally marked where I placed them, since I was part of the placement here. Made sure they were away from one another to avoid catastrophic accidents. And
Leona turns over to the
I would appreciate it if you could help if you could help my men with identifying those spots. In the meantime, in the meantime, Sergeant, I need you to arrest this individual right here. Not arrest, detain. We have a few very pressing questions for him. And when the police officer walks over with a pair of manacles and asks Jimmy to turn around and put his hands behind his back.
Sorry, Jimmy. No hard feelings.
He is not talking to you.
I don't blame him. Leona just gives Hinako another look like and mutters under her breath before turning to the sergeant. Sergeant, I don't have any new information regarding these bombs that hasn't already been said.
We do know where.
Do you need me anything?
We do know actually where
But we told them
the
that.
bombs were picked up.
I thought we told them that.
Did we?
I assumed we did.
Not entirely sure we did. Well, you
No,
did.
I don't think so. We just told them that there was a threat, but we didn't tell them where the bombs were picked up.
I do believe Sinbad killed the seller.
I did.
Yeah.
And found out that was a rat.
Yeah. Leona turns to the location where we believe the bombs came from was, and she gives the location of where we found the rat that made the bombs. You might want to investigate that location. Other than that, is there else in that?
Say again.
Is there anything else that I'm forgetting, Sinbad, besides the location of the bombs? Where we found them originally?
Well, the dealer of these bombs should take you on rats.
Right.
The underground dirty rats. Just to make sure you don't confuse them with these white, clean rats from upland.
They should take you on.
Regardless of that, I think that's everything.
We'll let you know if your services are required any further. In the meantime, Miss Hinako, you said?
Indeed. I shall help with the bombs.
Yes, just a little bit of assistance in helping us locate where there are. If you can just give us the approximate positions, we can take it from here.
Very well. We kept them approximately 20 feet from one another. And Hinako will start pointing out a few locations.
Oh.
Don't remember how many there were right a second, but
Leona looks over to Jimmy with a look that just. She doesn't say anything, but like the look on her ratty little face is one of sorry, and just like turns to Sinbad. I guess we should get going then.
Yeah. And he turns to the lieutenant. Are we dismissed?
If we have any further questions for you, we'll be sure to stay in contact.
He nods and then starts the motorcycle and rides off.
Oh, one
See.
more mention. That going with the listening skill, I kind of made sure that he couldn't listen anymore. So, Mr. Damn it, I keep forgetting his name. Chastain should not be exactly aware of what's going on here right now. Aside from, of course, obvious.
Well, I'll see. I'll see what I can do about rallying a few other forces. Nothing's saying he can't. He won't try and make another crack at this.
Yeah. It was making it
I forgot.
sound like he wants to
Leona.
have these go off around the time of the race.
I see. We'll keep. We'll keep. We will proceed. We will proceed. We'll proceed with that in mind. Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Hinako. The people and the city state of Kalimbao appreciate your services.
You're very welcome.
You're we'll we'll take care of things from here. If you want, if you want to head back with your friends and get some shut eye.
Yeah, if you can handle everything from here, then I shall make my self scars.
I think I think we can. Take care of yourself, Hinako, and you did the right thing today.
Just hope I didn't break the poor kid's heart too much. You know, I might have accidentally created a villain today.
Boy is a wizard. If there is anyone who will come after you down the line and be an absolute menace, it is going to be a wizard with a broken heart.
Anti-paladin?
More like I was thinking, just more
They
like
do it.
it's just a wizard. He's just maybe a paladin, but wizards. Anyway, as Lila drives away, she kind of leans against Sinbad, muttering to herself, "I can't believe what Nefro did to that dude."
I cannot understand a word you're saying for two reasons.
Good job, Gold.
Damn. All right, I'm going to turn down my fan because that's probably 50% of the
I'm getting a second
hearing
call, so I'll be
difficulties.
right back.
All right. Can you guys hear me clearly now?
I don't know yet. It's not been long enough for it to maybe start cutting out again.
I
So far,
don't
so
know
too.
yet. Wild, you have a wonderful way with words sometimes. I don't know yet.
I try.
Anyway, to repeat, hopefully functioning this time, Leona will lean forward as she drives away with Sinbad, muttering to herself, "Can't believe Leona. I can't believe Leona did that to my kid. I can't believe Leona did that to my poor kid."
That's her duty. What?
One of the towns we were in before we met up with you, Sinbad. There was a similar issue about the race. The track that had been built, it had been built in an area they wanted to preserve. So there's, I don't, things. I felt better about things after that one. This one, after this, I just feel awful. I don't agree with the Lions, but I understand where they're coming from. They want to preserve their local traditions. You completely backstab this kid.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Shush.
Sinbad will just drive quietly, kind of contemplation. I understand that these people are only trying to do what they think is right to keep themselves, but their methods, they're going too far.
I don't argue that they are, but just because you're going too far, does that mean that your point is wrong?
The point becomes blurred when the methods become too much.
Oh,
A lot
I
more
think
would
I
have been
get
hurt. A lot more would have been hurt if the entire volcano went off.
it. That's absolutely correct. Just
Would have it been worth it in the end?
no, Sinbad, you don't. I'm not saying they should have done what they did. That would be crazy. I'm just saying what Hinoko did to that kid wasn't right. The way she lied to him like that. Thought he was just out here, someone he could trust with a friend, and I feel terrible. Oh, whatever. I guess we better get back to the hotel.
Sinbad will just drive off.
Bert.
Yeah.
Leona and Sinbad, you managed to arrive back at where you are staying without too many problems, and a couple hours later, Hinako and Norvin, you two are excused, as well as it seems like the Kalimbao National Police has the situation fully under control. And they're just cleaning up now.
Thank them for their hard work.
Uh, do you guys want to ride back?
That would be appreciated.
I don't mind such a ride.
Uh, you You guys are treated to a relatively rare thing in Galingbao, and that is a motorcycle police escort back to your hotel.
I will thank the cops
Back at the
and enter the hotel, I suppose.
Yeah.
Leo and Sinbad, you guys have had a couple hours to yourself. What else is going on with you?
well, Leona is probably as out of second level spell slots at this point. She is no longer ready.
Sinbad's
But,
taking a bath. Oop. Go ahead.
that wasn't going to say anything.
Sinbad's taking a bath, looking over his gear, and just trying to think on what to do next. What needs to be done next.
That is herself probably going to take a bath as well and think on just everything that happened. And honestly, she kind of wants to talk to Norman about all that. And just to get his perspective.
Norvin, it's relatively late into the evening at this point, because obviously you don't want to try setting explosives in the middle of broad daylight. So if this is the point where you want to retire and quite possibly check up on your charge, there's no reason you can't.
That'll happen.
Leona, there comes a knock on your door. After
Huh?
not in the middle of your bath, of course. We won't do that.
Unless you're taking baths for
All
5
right.
hours.
No, Leona is not taking a 5-hour soak. Leona opens the door. Norvin?
Yeah.
I actually did want to ask you something. No, stopping those bombs from going off was definitely the right thing to do. I I really gotta think about what we did to get there, particularly what Hinako did, tricking that young man like that. And it just doesn't sit right with me. That's all.
I was not told anything that happened, so I don't know all the context, but
From what I understand, Hinako basically pretended to go out on a date with this young man and go with him on his initiation for the roaring lions, who he holds in high regard. And she basically, at the end of it, just threw him under the bus. Said, "Oh yeah, no, I was basically just undercover the whole time. Sorry, kid."
from where I'm standing, it sounds like she went along with it right up until she knew enough to stop the very bad thing that was happening.
I get that, but just You saw that kid's face. I don't know, I'm just reminded of
If it was some form of peaceful protest, maybe it's a bit cool. He was attempting to blow up a volcano.
I don't know, I'm just reminded of the situation back in Silverton. Like, I'm not saying the Roaring Lions methods are right, but they want to preserve what they have, and the showcase is getting in the way of that.
We have seen them do exactly two things to attempt to accomplish their goals: election fraud and terrorism. I think that's what it would count as. I don't think you can say that they are simply a misunderstood group at this point.
No, they're not. They're doing these are, but the fact that they have this young guy from the college who thinks they're doing the right thing and wanted to join up with them because he thinks they're doing the right thing. Well, maybe some people think they're right. And if they're doing all these terrible things, and people still think they're right, maybe they have a point. Not with the bombing and the election fraud, mind you, just if you will.
The rats think they're doing the right thing. The country you are currently attempting to prepare for a war for thinks they're doing the right thing.
I know, but there's a nugget of truth at the bottom of everything, isn't there? Well, maybe not the Shirticulan. I have no idea what their goals are. But Ivorward, I mean, once upon a time, Marinhalf and Ivorward were the same country. They want that to happen again. And the showcase, it is displacing Calabau's own national identity here.
Question for the DM: are there people who have the same goals and are not attempting to blow up a volcano?
Both of you have knowledge local, yeah?
Yep.
I believe it is Norvin's one knowledge skill, yes.
I also have
And I do have
nobility and one rank
yeah.
in religion.
Okay, never mind. You have all the knowledge skills.
That's where most of my
Yeah.
skill points are.
All right. I'll give no local a roll.
Norman, you may do the same as well.
Ew.
You don't know shit.
We know 4 points above the average person.
Well, this makes things awkward. 1 second.
We know 4 points above the average person.
You know something? You know something. Norvin gets a tiebreaker because he has a plus 11 to this skill.
I just rolled a 3.
Norvin, there is one relatively sad side effect of how society works in Kalingbao, and that is that the cops are probably just one part of a larger whole. The gangs in and around the city state have their own law and code by which they abide by and probably more prevalently enforce. The thing is that you are correct with that said. While just about every organization within Kalingbao is unscrupulous to one degree or another, barring the police, as far as you're aware, there are some gangs that do try and not, let's say, push the envelope when it comes to needless violence in order to get their message across to people.
They don't go for the whole election fraud and explosions.
Yeah. So I'm like, then join up with this group or this group or this group. The ones who are
The
not doing that.
one group that comes to mind, Norvin, rather paradoxically, is one second. Is a group of dwarven riders who form a sort of chop shop blacksmith syndicate on their own terms. They call themselves the Bearded Alloys. Just for an example.
That'll be one that I'll say. Then I'll just list out the list of people who are not currently attempting terrorism.
You managed to do this for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
So,
Or
and
attempt
these
to
are all
join,
like different, like
or attempt to join the group of people who are trying to figure out how to integrate things properly. The actual showcase officials to have them directly hear you say, no, don't do this.
that's an interesting thought. Leona is like, she looks like she's thinking. She knows. Thanks, Northern. And she will head, and she will spell at him and head down to see what Sinbad's getting up to down in the casino.
Oh no, I want to own the town.
So you
Uh,
don't find Sinbad.
Leona, Leona, you go downstairs to the casino main floor and you get lost immediately.
Sinbad pulls another disappearing act.
Bloody hell. Leona Motherland. That rat. For a guy with snow white fur, he's hard to. He's got to be the sneakiest fellow I've ever seen. I don't know.
He probably, he probably, he
Uh,
probably doesn't even get like above the table.
Yeah. Leona will head back up to Northern Bastion, wherever the fuck he wants. If he's going to stop him and say, well, I was thinking, I was going to text him back since he seems to have done concepts around the city.
You're
But
kind of
could
robotic-y.
we maybe arrange
Yeah,
this?
you're kind of, Gold, you're kind of losing the dude.
Domo arigato.
Damn it.
Gold, you fix your stuff. Goldie.
Hello?
Yeah, that didn't help. Well, that did, kind of.
I don't know why that my signal is.
So could you repeat what you were saying? Also, there's a small, there was a small thud outside as as it sounds like someone bumps the wall outside your room, Leona. We will have a small intermission while Gold figures out which
That he's not talking.
while Gold figures out which barnyard animal stole his router this time.
Sounds like the eagle went off with it. Man, that party going hard outside. I could hear the music right through the walls. It's shitty music though.
I shall return as well. Weaseloo.
Ugh. I love Swimmer's Ear. It just feels fantastic.
Hello? Am I coming
Hello.
in at all?
Now you are.
Oh my god, my
That's the
ear.
first you've said for several minutes.
My one functioning ear. Gold.
He is now gone.
Oh. Okay, who the fuck just came into my back door?
What happened?
Gold said, "Hey, am I coming in?" and then has been silent again.
Good grief.
Meanwhile, I've been editing an intermission screen.
Gold, anything?
You're muted, Maya.
Yeah, he is just normally muted.
Gold?
He's just actually muted on Discord.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Tell you what, something needs to happen. Norvin, is it safe to assume that your room is relatively close to Leona's?
Probably.
Good. Good. You hear a bonk outside in the hallway.
Eek.
There is a very fluffy black furred individual wrestling with a hooded sweatshirt
And her armor, mostly.
and her armor.
Just pull the sweatshirt off. Just yoink.
Thunk.
Considering it's getting stuck between the pieces of my armor,
Yoink.
it'd probably be ripping it.
Well,
Yoink.
while your head pops out at least.
Ah, God. Christ, this thing is getting way in the way.
Glad I can help.
Was nice, but it was kind of bothersome when trying to get it off. Thanks for that.
Why were you wearing it over armor?
Because I don't feel like being unprotected while going undercover. And hey, it was generally spacious enough to not get in the way of my armor.
Depending on how much Norvin knows about Hinako as well, he might find it odd that she wore a sweatshirt to a volcano.
Why were you wearing it in the first place? You were going into a volcano.
I wasn't expecting to be going to the volcano just yet, but
Hello?
Hi.
hello.
Lives.
So apparently just use my computer and not my phone because that's better now for some reason. Right, sure.
Sort of.
Brilliant.
Hi. Can you still talk? Is it working? No?
Can I? You
Yes.
tell me.
Yes.
There we go.
Thank
Talk.
God.
What are you doing?
There's,
There
there's
was a
just a bit of a delay is all.
Yes, what are you doing?
there was a bonk out there was a bonk outside your room after you had fun trying to locate Sinbad on a casino floor.
Right. Leona will check to see what the bonk is.
You see Norvin wrestling with a black furred foxo who is currently struggling to get off a sweatshirt.
Leona will not help out. She's happy to watch.
The primary issue is that the sweatshirt seems to be stuck in Foxo's armor.
Leona's just leaning back, watching with a hint of amusement on her face.
Okay. Got a knife. I need to cut this part out here. Without, you know, wielding a sword in this case is kind of unwieldy. Har har.
just go grab my dagger.
Oh yeah, the cold iron anti-fairy dagger.
Standard issue.
Thank you. And Hinako will start cutting at parts that are stuck in the armor. Trying to get at least a sweatshirt off.
Size.
Hoodie.
What do you do, Leona?
She's just sighing and watching. Maybe giggling a little bit.
It's at this point the door to the stairs open, and out pops Sinbad, holding a bouquet of flowers as he watches Norvin wrestle with a very black furred foxo.
No, I'm just handing the knife. You can deal with it yourself.
Here, knife.
Thanks.
Leona giggles
Knife.
as she watches.
Thanks, I'll make it. Damn
You-
sweater.
Sinbad's gonna try and sneak the bouquet into Leona's hand somehow.
Sleight of hand versus knife.
Yep, that's how that works.
There's a
Just gonna
reason
wait
I
till the
don't wear these kinds of things.
Just gonna wait till the DM said it.
That's how that works.
No idea.
And Sinbad, what are you doing after you plant the plants?
Oh god. She'll just she will just kind of like look, kind of like make himself known to everyone, kind of walking in front of them, maybe like, so when did Hinoko start doing this kind of stuff in public?
Leona, Leona, you might turn to look at Sinbad, and if you do, you'll notice you're suddenly holding a bouquet of flowers for some reason.
Doing what in public? Wrestling with clothes that don't really suit
Cutting off
me.
your clothes.
The problem is that it's getting stuck in my
Armor's
armor.
beneath. Now I see.
Ah, God's internet cut off again, apparently.
God bless Gold.
Sinbad is clearly just trying to joke around. Gold.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello?
For how long?
Who
That's a
knows?
nice question. So yeah, just kind of, I mean, truthfully, did this sweater really fit me at all? I don't think so. Doesn't suit me. Not my style.
I suppose not.
I mean, what is the sweater? I completely forgot.
She wanted something to wear over her armor while she was doing her undercover thing, which uh, which now that you think about it, Sinbad, is a little strange why she would be wearing a sweatshirt to a volcano, but
I find this whole group strange.
Well,
But yeah, Sinbad
feelings mutual.
was just kind of like
oh,
pull out his own dagger and just like, do you need a hand?
Well, if you can cut the pieces that are stuck at my back, it's kind of hard to reach.
I mean, you're gonna have to get down so I can't actually reach.
I mean, I'm pretty much crawling over the floor here. Kind of bumped my head in the wall already.
All right, then yeah, Sinbad will give her a hand.
Also, be careful not to cut my fur.
I know how to handle fur. I am meticulous about it.
Really, this first annoying sometimes.
Hinako, Hinako, Sinbad takes out takes out a blade, and you are genuinely impressed by how accurate and precise and meticulous he is in helping you out of your present situation. Snippety
And then he'll
snippety,
hide the dagger again.
snippety snippety. Where did my knife go? Ta-da!
Leona goes to clap, and then realizes she's holding a bouquet of flowers. Where the heck did these come from?
Leona goes to clap, and instead of she hears flower noises, flower noises, flower noises, flower noises.
Where did these come from?
Alexa,
You
grab
are
it.
you're
No, no.
you're now holding a dozen and a half of slightly shaken flowers.
Kind of think it. Leona will look to Sinbad. Sinbad, did you do that?
Well, I didn't see anyone do it, so I don't know. He just shrugs and walks off.
Scratches her head, then looks to Norvin, hoping his eagle eyes might have caught what happened.
Did they?
Yes.
They did. I'm not gonna say anything.
Everyone but Leona.
Norvin shrugs.
Shrug.
Leona shakes her head and. Oh, Sinbad, I wanted to ask you something, actually.
Yeah.
You seem like you've done your research on this city. I wanted to try and see if I could host some sort of talk between the showcase administration and the various organizations within this city that are opposed to the showcase displacing beloved their own local beloved motorsports.
You want to hold a what now?
A talk, like a
Oh.
sort of try and talk this out peacefully. Like
It seems like a good idea.
like
Gold. Oh no, gold.
what
Okay.
happened with the wrong.
Huh?
Okay. Now it's just blue screened.
Hello, hello.
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 There we go. Sorry. I'm not sure why my internet is being shit today. Yeah.
Flinger your issues are contagious.
It's the internet around here has been kind of spotty. We've had a bunch of storms. Anyway,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, Leona was commenting that that kid who Hinoko lied to, he they seemed to think that the Lions were doing something good in stopping the showcase, and the fact that he might have just been a dumb kid, but the fact that he thought that should tell us that we're doing something wrong with the showcase right now. We're supposed to be bringing people together with
Are
this
you
event,
discussing that
not
while Henneko is still there?
yes.
Yeah, if I have my knife back, I'm going back in. Good night.
Yeah, Leona doesn't care if
Night,
Hinoko
Norvin.
hears this. Uh, uh, the fact that the fact that this kid thought that joining a group that was willing to blow up a volcano and rig an election shows that we're doing something to push people that far to do like just an ordinary kid to do something like that.
It may not just be their own volition in this. The Shaticuan rats I
I'm sure there's.
dealt with had mentioned a divided Kalimbao is better. So they
We should.
themselves might not have risen up to such drastic means unless they've been pushed.
Well, if the Shurtikawan are trying to destabilize Kalimbao, then uh, we'd better counter that. Is it? I'm going to write some letters. Could you try and help me figure out all the main gangs who are interested in who have been talking about the problem of the showcase overtaking their own local event?
I can keep an ear out, see who has some dissatisfaction for the event.
All right. All right. Thanks, Norvin.
Norvin,
I'm going to be writing.
I'm not
Yeah.
there.
Norvin is in his bed, honk shoe.
All right. Thank you, Sinbad. And Leona will lean down and give him a little kiss on the snoot.
he smiles.
I've got some letters to write. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
All right. So Leona's going to write a few letters to the showcase officials and stuff, talking about the event that occurred last night and potential terrorist threats to the showcase, and how the best way to address this is to address the underlying cause, the dissatisfaction that many groups in Kalimbao have with the showcase overtaking their own uh, national event.
You might end up losing a bit of sleep over this. Assuming you're doing all this tonight, of course. Did he fall off a cliff again?
Yep.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I swear, I just need to
Gold,
randomly disconnect and reconnect.
Gold, I love you, but this is actually getting a little repetitive now.
I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. I'll have Sarah help me.
Say again.
I'll have Sarah help me.
Poor Sarah. Make her skip sleep.
Look, I'm pretty sure she. I don't even know if she does sleep. Actually,
She's trying.
Sarah,
She's trying.
Sarah.
She's trying. She's trying. She's trying. Well, you can figure. Well, you can figure out on the other side of the door. On the other side of,
Just
excuse me, on the other side of Leona's room. Norvin has the room has room next to you on the right, and Sarah has the one next to you on the left.
hi
just
Dexter.
imagine Sarah finally laying down to sleep. Sleep at last. Leona bursting open the door.
We got
Hang on one.
letters to
Angry bunny noises.
All right, if Leon like here's angry.
I think
What are
I'll
you
do it
doing?
again.
Angry Dexter noises.
Okay, I thought that was one of my cats.
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
he's back.
Go for it, Dexter. Confuse him
Okay,
more.
so muting and unmuting seems to do the trick too. Okay. Yeah, Leona will write what she can, but make sure she gets her beauty rest. Well, maybe not her beauty rest, but her enough sleep to do her spell preparation to recover her magic.
Wasn't there something you told her to marathon earlier in this trip as well?
Probably. That's why I'll let Sarah sleep. She's probably tired.
Also, that bun looks very angrily at you.
Leona will slip it a carrot.
You just happen to be carrying carrots around, huh?
Look, if Rabbit can do it, so can I.
He does not know who that is.
Dexter does. Anyway, yeah, Leona will like
To be
work
fair,
on
here
what she
got
can, but
rampage
call it
things
a
as well, so...
night. And
Whoa, too bad. Hello.
sorry, there's a
Hello.
motor. There's a lawnmower in the background.
Dexter. Meow, 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 fluff, fluff, fluff.
So yeah, Red, did you get that?
No, I heard you. Cat. I just had to get that out of my system.
Understandable.
I know, Dexter. You didn't like it, but I did, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Poop. The next day comes. Please, please avail yourselves of whatever downtime, of whatever resting activities are required of you. I need to respond to a DM real fast. 1 second.
No worries.
Windy outside. It's distracting as all hell.
Now, Leona, your letters are something that you probably didn't put in the mail uh, overnight, and if you did, they probably wouldn't be processed until today, or at least unable to be hand delivered to the officials until now.
Exactly my thought. That's my thought was, well, I'll just get up early, finish the letters, and then mail them. It's not like there will be any delay because the post office doesn't open at late o'clock.
Yes, and if they're also going to the showcase officials, I'm sorry, I'm just going to ask, where do you think they are?
I assume they are in the somewhere around the paddock where the event is happening. Yes.
Correct. So, follow-up question: why are you mailing them?
Well, not mailing, more like paying, like a probably just heck. I could probably just drop them off myself if I wanted to save on the money. But I was thinking more like having a courier drop them off.
And in the room next door, you see Sarah very wearily opens an eye.
Uh, Leona waves at her as she's like working on the finishing up the letters. Uh, and have a big stack of them and starts to head downstairs.
Hmm.
She's worked hard. She deserves a rest.
I see.
But yeah, once the letters are on their way to the showcase officials, I guess Leona will see if Sinbad is up and can give her
Uh,
some of the details.
Sinbad, you'll be happy to hear that after your extra cleaning in the morning, all the suit is oof and out.
Shut up. Alrighty. Sinbad will just, I suppose, hear the knocking if Leona's knocking, and just, uh, kind of be in the middle of putting his shirt on as he gets to the door.
I have no
It's
It's
not
problems with
bad.
this.
not the first time he's been shirtless.
No, this is true. I have no problems with this.
The princess
Yeah,
is
he'll open
going
the
to
door.
marry a rat.
No one said anything about that. Oh, sorry, Sinbad. I didn't mean to disturb you while you were getting dressed.
Just blinks wearily while his head is still like halfway through the shirt. He's like, you do realize, forget it. I just got done cleaning all my stuff.
Uh,
Suits is everywhere. I'm afraid to say, however, that bathtub might need cleaning itself.
uh, well, I'm sure that's what the hotel staff are paid a good wage for. I, Either way, I wanted to actually ask you about those the groups here in Calimel.
This is my first time here.
But you seem so knowledgeable about the city.
I know my way around the city because I got a good look at it. That does not mean I know what is in the city.
Uh, so I see. I guess Norvin is the guy to ask. He reads all the travel magazines.
Probably. I should probably pick up one of those myself.
Uh, Leona will turn around halfway, half expecting Norvin to just be there, standing in the shadows.
Nor- Norvin, Norvin, you wake up and you are pleased to see that your latest copy of You Are Here Weekly has come in.
Now I'm doing food.
All right. Well,
Not just
seeing
gonna,
Norvin not
I'm not
lurking.
just going to be in someone else's room for no reason.
All right. Seeing as Norvin is not lurking in the shadows, Leona will off turn to Sinbad and say, "Do you want to come down and get some breakfast?"
Hmm. Yeah, give me a moment. I gotta grab a couple other things.
right? About like a minute of him strapping on an arsenal of knives, guns, and other assorted killy bits later.
He just grabs his bag and his vest and then heads downstairs.
Leona nods at him and makes her way down to the breakfast.
You see Hinako and Norvin already there, and also Yosu, who has parked themselves on top of a table and is having some foxy toast.
Ah, the best kind of toast, foxy toast.
Why would you
Uh,
put
They're
boxes
not
on
getting
toast?
any. We need the
Oh,
kitty cat toast.
Can I have some?
Leona will hand Sinbad some toast from the buffet.
I was referring to the fox toast. Okay.
Well, no, it's only foxy toast because the fox is eating it.
Fair enough.
It would be rat toast in your case.
Which
The
sounds a
best
little
kind.
bit less appetizing. Anyway,
I
Still better than toast rat.
I imagine Sinbad just likes to eat toast from like from like the side row by row, and there's like an audible ding every time he reaches an end.
Like the ears
Yeah.
flick every single time.
Ding flick. Ding flick. Anyway, Leona will turn to Norvin as she enjoys her own breakfast. Norvin, I wanted to know if you could maybe get me a list of those organizations you were talking about last night. I've already written a few letters to the showcase officials talking about the relative close call we had and how I want to try and work with the concerned citizens of Kalimbao to try and find a peaceable solution where people don't blow up volcanoes.
Have a paper and pen?
Of course.
Here, go ahead, Sam.
Just write down the exact list I said last night.
Perfect. Do you have addresses for these places?
There, a good 3/4 of them are gangs.
I'm aware. I mean, the Roaring Lions have an address.
They have a place they hang out.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll
Does
do
not
my best with
necessarily
that.
mean they're.
Do I get a second skill check to find this, or do I need to use that 14?
Ready and muted?
I muted myself because I was sneezing. What was the question again?
Do I need to use a second skill check, or do I get to use the 14 that I had previously?
You've had time to sleep on it. Your mind's refreshed. You may roll again if you want to.
Better. I wouldn't say particularly
Just a
good,
bit.
but better.
And you are looking to see if the Lions have another place they hang around, or
Just
Not the
addresses
Lions
for
specific,
addresses
the
for
gangs.
whatever list of people I came up with last night. I do not expect to have all of them. I didn't roll a 30.
while you were out and about over the course of the events yesterday, you have managed to internalize the addresses of 3 gangs who may be sympathetic towards your cause.
I will add those to the
Right.
list
Scribbly,
All
scribbly,
right.
scribbly.
next to the
All right. Perfect.
relevant gang.
All right. Right then. Well. How does paying these fine gentlefolk a visit sound?
Either far too eventful or not eventful enough.
Well, Sinbad?
Yes.
Ding.
As I'm like about.
Your Your-
Ding.
your thoughts? Your thoughts on visiting these fine gentlefolk?
It may be good to have some more information on them. Yes.
All right.
You know.
Inoko, you up for it?
One moment.
Inoko?
One moment. Trying.
Uh,
Replying to a DM.
uh,
Bunch of sirens outside.
The cops are after you.
Okay.
No, that's a fire engine horn.
The firemen are after you.
Oh God.
Is this the good fireman or the Fahrenheit 451 fireman?
that's
I
for
think
you to decide.
I might be more scared of the firemen being after me. I can't think of any rules they have to follow particularly that don't also apply to the police, and they're supposed to have more rules.
Alrighty. Leona is asking Fox Girl if she's up for visiting these gangs to see if they can maybe arrange for a peaceable meeting between the showcase and the concerned citizens of Kalimbao to try and work out a solution that doesn't result in people being exploded.
Which does seem nice.
What is Hinoko's response?
What needs doing, right? Where are we going? I was kind of spaced out. I was having a nice breakfast.
All right, well, let's go over this list that we got. What is the first locale on this list?
Don't make Red name up a shit ton of names.
The bearded alloys, the dwarves that I had the names of earlier.
Yes, we'll start with them. Those are the first ones we'll go to because they exist.
Because they exist.
Yes, and by exist and by exist gold means gold means they were the first I came up with. But
Yeah, no,
your first stop takes you to, well, Kalimbao is a big motorcycling city, and the motorbikes need to come from somewhere. So as you venture further into what you assume is
I'll
the
be right back.
industrial, oh, okay,
Who
You
disappeared?
can keep going. I'm still listening.
the industrial area of Kalimbao, you feel the ambient temperature get just a tiny bit warmer as you hear the clank of metal, the shower of sparks, and the loud putt of four-stroke engines roaring to life across the many factories on the city streets.
Oh,
Sorry, my internet locked down on me right there. I thought it was behaving. The clank of metal.
The shower of sparks, and then a nice satisfying roar of a few 500cc four-stroke engines. For fuck's sake!
so car factory,
Well, motorbike, but
Bike.
yes.
motorbike. Sorry.
I'm back.
I'm sorry, I cut out. The last thing I heard was the clank of metal.
The shower of
reached-
sparks and roar of four-stroke engines.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
You bellend.
I apologize. Leona will turn to the rest of the party. Norvin, you said they. Yeah, this same seems to fit dwarves, given what I know of them.
The dwarves are an industrious but meritorious lot. Meritocracy.
They
Ones who
do
believe in
meritocracy.
ones who believe in meritocracy. I'm sure there's an adjective for it, but either way, either way, while there are more than a few dwarves within this complex, giving everything the whole heave ho and going ah ha 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 as their machinery roars to life, you do see a pretty healthy mix of people of all sorts of creeds and fucking Jesus, goddamn, bing bang honka ding ding Christ.
I swear to God, if I could make a sort of like Wi-Fi tether just to nail gold in one place.
It would be lovely if you could do that. I would
Where
love
did
that.
I lose you this time, sir?
Yeah!
What?
There is a wide variety of all sorts of people of various creeds and races and aptitudes in here. Dwarves, humans, halflings. You swear you see an elf or two, even the point is variety. The industrial complex is a donut box.
There's a lot of shit.
Pick your favorite.
There's a lot of shit.
There's a lot of shit going on here, Gold.
I gathered.
We might need to bring in our friend from Yonkers.
All right.
Don't know what that one's a reference to.
Leona will look around. Is there any dwarf?
Are there any dwarves? And to fill you in, while this is a classic Family Guy. Yeah,
That was probably just him disconnecting.
I know. I know. I know. Are there any dwarf? That's safe to assume Gold's gone. I was trying. I was trying to explain something to Wild.
I think the game is just done until Gold's internet stabilizes.
Don't know
practically.
why. I don't know why it suddenly decided to get so bad.
Go turn it off
doing
and on again.
Oh,
Somehow this is worse. Well, there's a classic Family Guy bit where they're doing a scene from this one show called Distracting Trumpet, and it's about the mafia, and the soundtrack is just this one lone trumpet that just gets louder and louder and louder as the conversation keeps going on.
Okay.
Dexter, can you find gold and like meow at him or something?
Is he back?
No, the bicycle's more interesting. Okay. Mew. Yeah, I know. He sucks, doesn't he? Yeah, is that what you're gonna do to his leg? You are one sweet pussycat when you're not running around scuffing up my carpet.
Is Gold back?
Is it
He is
sorted?
just muted normally, yeah.
No, I think I'm back. I think we're good. I
This is
think
what you
this will
said last
work.
time.
Yeah, well, I have a different setup this time, and it should work a little better.
That's also what you said last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a different setup. I don't know if it'll work, but I think
If it
will
fa-
work a little better. Based.
If it starts failing this time, go turn your internet off and on again.
Mhm. All right, yeah, no, I will do that if this fucks up. Red, please continue. Hopefully with less tism.
There are people going bing bong in the industrial area.
Understood. This is where we are supposed to find the bearded alloys, right?
Correct.
Is that the name of them? Okay. Is there
Bearded
any
owl.
dwarf that looks
Sounds quite metal.
particularly in charge?
Are there any dwarves that look specifically in charge?
Yep. I mean, like, I don't know, the doc of the group. If we're going off of Seven Dwarves analogy.
Fuck.
Okay. At most, you're going. Okay. At minimum, you're gonna have to roll perception. Because because walking into a city district and saying and saying DM point me to the guy in charge is a wild question.
Okay.
I can do
okay,
knowledge.
that's fair.
I can do knowledge
Alright,
nobility
that's
to
fair.
work out who we're supposed to be looking for. In theory,
Yeah, I was.
in practice, I
thought
have
we
their
had-
address.
Thank you, Norman. You may do so.
Thought we had more precise directions than they in this district.
Can I roll a knowledge local to find out like what building they might be in? Like what would
I
best suited for them?
have their address.
Hmm?
Have their address already.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll go to the address where we expect to meet the bearded alloys.
There is a couple of burly dwarven bodyguards sitting post on top of some pretty mean-looking choppers outside of. 1 second. Got it. Stoner's Chop Shop.
Stoner's.
Okay.
I love the double entendre
Okay.
there. That's great.
Okay. Stop.
Rock
You
and
laugh.
Stone, my brother.
You laugh, but I try to make NPCs names at least relative allusions to racing. And the 2009 MotoGP champion, his name was actually Casey Stoner. So
That's actually perfect. It is. It's actually perfect to me because Stoner probably is a dwarven name, and they would get very offended if you thought it referred to drugs. Because dwarves don't do drugs; they just drink their problems away.
Dwarves do drugs, they're just immune to most of them.
All right, Leona will head up to the turn to Norvin. Do we have a name for their leader?
My 22 knowledge nobility check says yes, we do.
you are looking. There is a Thorbus Stoner somewhere in this shop, you presume.
Thorpus
All right.
Stoner.
All right. Leona will head up to the two guards out front and nod politely to them. Good morning, gentlemen. Can I speak to Mr. Thorpus Stoner?
What, you got an appointment?
No, but it is of relative urgency in relation to the events of last night.
Lady, welcome to Kalimbo. Lot of stuff happens at night, and there's some raucous dwarven laughter.
In regards to the showcase,
Now what? Now what about it? And what makes you? And what makes you? And what makes you think we care about it?
I'm actually here because
I would like to interrupt, but first I have a thing to ask. You did write a letter, yes? I know this.
I wrote a letter to the showcase officials. I didn't
Not
write
to
a
these
letter to the
guys.
gang leaders. Not
Darn.
to these guys. I was going to go in person because I knew they would respect that more. I thought I would.
I'm just going to drop this name. Drop this name, by the way, so people have it. There we are.
All right.
Thorvus.
Thorbus. It is in fact because I know you people don't care much for the showcase that I'm here. Simply put, I want to work out between the concerned citizens of Kalimbao who have their worries about their local event being displaced by the showcase, to try and talk things out rather than have any more volcanoes get exploded.
A couple of handheld shotguns come out.
Leona holds up her hands.
You sound like you make it sound like you were there.
Matter of fact, I was.
I am a paladin. Running into danger is part of the job description.
Boys. The two guardsmen put their stow their shotguns as a soot-covered dwarf who is either stunned, drunk, or possibly both, with a very large red and black beard, stumbles out of the garage, coughing, wheezing, with with some very dirted up goggles, looking around. And he's like, I had some, I had someone cocking it. What's going on?
They roll back. Or the stoner, I presume?
Who said that?
Over here, Mr. Stoner. Like, tries to wave a little bit and offers a leans forward with like a handkerchief to like wipe his goggles.
He staggers his way kind of towards you, but off to the side. Marco.
Polo?
Thank you. Boof, and he bumps and he bumps right into you, Leona.
Leona daggers back a little bit because she was just hit by a dwarf. Handkerchief for the goggles, sir?
No, it's fine. I can lift him. There we are.
Right. Leona nods. As I was saying to your guards, I'm here about the situation with the showcase displacing your local event. It's following the events of last night with the actions allegedly taken by the members of the Roaring Lions. It has become apparent that there is a lot of dissatisfaction with the manner in which the showcase is being conducted in regards to Talonbone's own sporting events.
That's one. That's one way to think about it. What the Lions have to do about this specifically? We're usually on good terms with them.
It's alleged that they may have attempted to cause some sort of explosion out by the volcano. Now, I don't believe that they had the idea on their own. Elements of a underdark dwelling rat folk group known as a Reticulon Environment, somewhat of a rogue nation, may have planted the idea in their heads that they could do this, and perhaps lied to them about the composition of the explosives they provided. But the fact that we could have been facing a catastrophic disaster, better that we talked about rather than go about exploding any volcanoes. Would you agree?
I were no stranger to trouble, but I'm not going. But I'm not going to say we make a habit going out of our way to actually cause it.
Right. Already written. Changing effectively a phone.
Audio
Does anybody-
quality.
I was hoping.
Does anybody know the whole thing?
Ew.
Fucking lawnmower!
It's less the lawnmower and more to do with the fact you sound like you're in a well.
Move the microphone closer to your face. Or further if it's way too close. Probably
Is this
closer.
better?
Is it?
I don't know. You tell me.
You'll need to talk more.
All right. I was hoping you could use your connections to within the city to try and talk with some of the people who would be concerned about this. Round up the various organizations and whatnot. There's a couple of other groups I'm planning on visiting today to talk with as well. And Leona will list them off so that everyone can make their points known at the meeting I'm trying to arrange.
And who all's going to be there? And who all's going to be there? You, us, those other groups you mentioned.
Well, anyone talk to about this? If you have anyone who want to be there, Leona will give him the address to send the letters to, and I'll make sure that everyone. And I'll do what I can to make sure everyone's voice is heard.
Maybe the diplomacy scene isn't the best thing to do when the diplomacy character's in a well.
It's not going to improve,
For this
so
talk.
Gold playing the diplomacy character is the issue here.
Damn lawnmower in the background. Hello? Am
It
I
has
audible?
nothing. It has nothing to do with the lawnmower. It has to do with the fact we can't hear you by default.
Why is that? Is this better?
Marginally.
For
I
now.
don't know what it could be. All right. Well, right then, yeah. Yeah, the Yellownion. Yeah. Here's the address. This is, and just have them send word to this mailing address, and I'll make sure that everyone can make their voices known to the showcase committee, and we can all work this out without any more volcanoes being exploded.
Or voting polls getting raided.
Or that.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about that whole ref. The yes or no thing.
Referendum. Yeah. I think
He takes the address, looks it over, and he says, "Right then." And I think it might be worthwhile to offer the services of the bearded alloys. Much as I don't like knocking sense into people, sometimes your friends are people who need it the most. So lines try anything again, get a hold of us. Gold.
Muted. Not muted.
all right. Thank you. Leona will give the dwarf a yes.
A what?
Leona will give the dwarf a nice firm handshake.
Mr. Stoner returns it in kind, and he slips his goggles back over his eyes. Now,
Did that
now,
come
now,
through?
now then, if you'll excuse me. Which way to my garage again?
Nice, firm handshake.
You know what? Never
There's
mind.
not.
I appreciate you, Red.
Yeah. There will be just like a slight nudge from the shadows, just pointing, just pushing the
Turn
dwarf
around a
back
bit.
towards his garage.
Yeah,
You see Stoner jumping in there like, whoa! Thank you, miss. And he walks back into the garage.
Sinbad doing.
Yeah, Gold's about 30 seconds behind everybody else.
Yeah, now he's also lagging.
Quite interesting this session has been. With all this router jargon.
Oh, what one?
But the session has been quite interesting with all this router issues.
Yeah.
If the rest of the party leaves, Hinako will kind of stay behind and ask one of the guards for, hey, where would I be capable of getting a one of them bikes for a bit cheap, but good quality, preferably.
Hinako is in normie mode presently, yes?
Yes. Normally, I think I'd probably be in half form. Yeah. Didn't.
In that case, the dwarf, Mr. Stoner, will come back out, and he will lift his goggles again. He'll give you an up and down. And he's going to say, "Ooh, you know what? I have a couple friends, couple contacts down with the KTM boys. They're in Lowtown a ways, but feel like you and them might get it off pretty well." And he will snap his fingers, and the dwarf will he'll get a pen and paper, write down a little address, hand it to you, Miss Unico, and he's going to say, that is one of the shops that uh that I like visiting. You're going to be looking for you're gonna you're gonna you're gonna be you're gonna be looking for you're gonna be looking for a Lacuna, Lecuna. He's a very nice guy. Don't throw a pistachio.
Say it again. LECU.
There.
And just to be clear, am I coming through in here?
Yeah, that was pretty loud and clear.
All right, cool. So that's the plan. I'll just move next to the router and just sit there. I'll need a minute to move my laptop. Continue on. It'll be fine.
Lacuna from the K. What was it?
Wild.
Hi.
What are the name of those? What are the name of those groups I DM'd you? The third one
Go
specifically.
find the KTM crew. I don't know what those initials stand for.
It's perfectly fine. They don't either.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stoner.
My pleasure, Miss Fox Lady.
Please call me Hinako.
Miss Hinako then.
I'll probably be seeing you at some other point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Good day. And I'll leave.
Take care of yourself. Also, I don't suppose you're the one who yeah, never mind. Take care of yourselves.
Sure. Same to you.
Alrighty. I think I'm set up now.
Art thou?
Why is everyone? I was about to say, are you? I hope you're all just having fun at me by being really quiet and freaking me out a little.
So
Anyways, yeah.
So what comes next?
We were going to see the KMT crew.
KTM.
KTM. My apologies. The KTM. Like an ATM, whatever that is.
Why would you say that if you?
It was due in the funny. Anyway. Yes, we will follow Mr. Stoner's directions to the KTM crew's headquarters / base of operations / whatever the heck it is.
In Lowtown, you notice the buildings get taller and the ambient light become more and more golden as you notice a good few as you as you know as you know as the population start to get a bit more healthy than what is normal.
The elf part of town. Alrighty. We'll continue on following the directions, taking in the city sights.
Or what you can make of them. It seems like the elves have built built more than a few very tall residential buildings and tenements of sorts. It not 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 at all unlike what they would do in their own hometown. You suppose, Leona. You also you you al- you also notice that that a few foxos are running about as well. Not many, not a ton, but they are there.
Leona will elbow Hinako. Hey, you can let your ears out.
She has had her ears out.
Never mind then.
Flicks ears.
Right. Continuing on to the KTM cruise headquarters. What sort of building do they run out of?
You follow the directions as you twist and wind your way through the alleys, and you come across what is on the ground level. Just seems to be a normal convenience store stroke sushi shop.
All right then. Uh, who are we supposed to ask for? Hinako?
I was kind of communicating that with when you guys were leaving, so technically you should not know I have any kind of name.
All right,
Or
fair
be aware
enough.
of that.
Uh, who are we supposed to meet up with here then? A little less overt than the dwarves.
Someone named Lacuna? I assume 27's enough.
And yes, that will definitely suffice.
Right? Lacuna.
Just shortcut the Hinoko's secretive for no reason part.
Yes, very good. Right then. We'll head inside then.
You are inside. You're inside the store, and behind the counter is a wizened silver haired kitsune man working on what seems to be his lunch offerings for the day.
Yeah.
Hinako has greeted her in the past. Leona will bow respectfully towards this elderly fox man and say, "Good morning, sir. We're looking for someone by the name of Lacuna."
And you have found him. What do you, what can I help you with, lady? To whom do I speak?
Uh, La- Lady Leona Miranda. Pleasure. I've come regarding the rather explosive events of last night. I understand there are a great many concerned citizens here in Kalinbao about the showcase pushing aside their local event.
That that is accurate. I ha- I happen to needless to say, there are many people who in Kalimba who enjoy tradition and yet are not particularly fond of, well, let's say
Leona nods.
let's say outsiders.
Leona nods. Yes, and it's been made aware to me that unless the root cause for people's displeasure is addressed, things could get very dangerous for a lot of people. So I would like to address that. I'm attempting to put together a sort of meeting where the various concerned citizens of Kalingdale from organizations such as the one you, from what I understand, lead, can come forward and discuss matters with the showcase officials and basically put their 2 cents in. There was the referendum, but that's a yes or no question. There's no room to discuss things. And I'm hoping that I can provide a place to do that, to discuss things for all the people of Kalindau to send their representatives and such forward.
Hmm. I will keep that in mind. Where did you say this meeting of yours would take place?
I'm trying to get shall we say, letter confirmation from everyone who might be interested if they would be attending or not before I set any dates. I've got I've got an address here where you can send word if you would be interested in attending, and if you know anyone else who might be interested, uh, feel free to spread the word around, as it were.
I will make I will make sure I do that. Thank uh thank thank you very much for the for your for your kind words, Lady Leona. And he offers out a small plate with a small with a small slices with a small size with a small slice of sushi. Try this, by the way, puffer fish.
Poisonous. Take it and taste it. I need to roll a fortitude save.
You don't need to roll a fortitude save, but needless to say, this is not something that you have ever tried before, so your reaction to it may be a little erratic. How about you roll a d5?
1 plus R, 1d5. 4.
You actually find it a bit on the spicy end.
It's quite good. A little spicy, but quite good. Thank you.
That's what I was that's what I was hoping for. Don't that's what I was hoping for, and that's how you know, and that's how we know I prepped it well. I know exactly how to adjust this later on. Now, give me 1 second, please.
What would happen if I had rolled a 1?
Died on the spot.
The inside of your mouth would have become completely dehydrated because that's what I have for dry.
That's great. All right. Well, if we are done tasting the sushi, we'll bow politely and turn to leave.
I'm going to
I
see.
really,
I
I
I'm
really
going to
feel,
see. For fuck's sake, talk.
I really feel like I should try and involve more of the party in this. I'm sorry if I'm hogging the spotlight.
Well, we're diplomatizing, and you're the diplomatizer. And now
Also,
I
there's
just want to get it back.
also there's things happening. Also, there's things happening over DMs.
Oh, okay, good.
Hinako, you were saying.
Well, again, if Leona and the rest are kind of done here and moving on, I'll be like, say, Mr. I forgot his name. Lacuna. I heard you also might be able to hook me up with a bike. Is that true?
No, I would say that depends on what sort of bike you are after.
Well, good quality, of course, but not too much on the pricey end, preferably. Maybe something that could handle a few bruises, let's say. And potentially handle a bit of magic mishap.
Ah, not a racing bike, but a tank.
Well, not too heavy. Don't need to be able to
Uh,
make some speed.
I just in good faith, of course. And he offers you a small sample. Try it, sashimi.
Ooh, you know the stuff. That's some good stuff. Munch.
Who told you that I was in the business of such enterprises, shall we say?
Oh, we were having a conversation with Mr. Corbus Stoner before this. Before we came here. He referred me to you.
Ah, yes, of course. We have very good. We do have quite good relations with the Stoners. Hmm. Let let me talk with a with a few friends of mine. When do you need this particular vehicle by?
I believe we will be leaving town soon after a race, really, but I'm not
I will.
particularly looking to get it up anytime soon, necessarily.
Hmm. Why why don't you return in 2 days? Why don't you return in 2 days' time, and I shall have something prepared for you.
I will see if time permits it. I kind of am having to deal with the princess and all that.
She does look like she's a bit of a driven woman, shall we say?
Quite. She keeps busy, let's say. Never a dull day with her. Oh, hope I can find you in time. Thank you for the sashimi. It was quite delicious.
My ple- my pleasure. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
You know what? Now I'm nostalgic. What you know a restaurant nearby that gets this stuff and other such appetizing foods?
Uh, well, well, there are many restaurants around Lowtown here that specialize in let's say in the fruits of the sea. You could pretty you could pretty you could look around you could look around just about anywhere. Murphy Street has a wonderful seafood market and a couple restaurants. Well, obviously I do, of course, have to do something more than besides run a questionably illegal motorcycling organization.
Right. Fair enough.
Norvin just pretending he didn't hear that. Oh, I don't think he did hear that. Oh, that's why he left. Anyway,
Oh, check around see if I can get me some grub, some traditional grub. Thank you for the recommendation. Have a good day.
Uh, I'm just. I apologize. Just something happened. Just something happening in our DMs. Uh, Mr. Lacuna bows respectfully, and he says, "You're welcome back here anytime."
So where to now?
oh, well, there's only one name left on this list. What is this last organization?
The
The last ones I have the address for are the Maverick, which is not a very promising name.
As you step outside the doors to the shop, you observe a collection of very rough boys, mostly half orcs. Three of them, and they look like they've been expecting you. The one closest to you on your right side has a spiky cricket bat heaved over his shoulder.
Well, no, well,
Expecting us how? Angrily? Just waiting neutrally? They're impatient?
Norvin, you don't. They aren't. Well, it doesn't. Well, that'd be a question for sense motive.
Fair enough. Do.
Norvin, you don't.
I don't know shit.
You just see three half orcs dressed up like they're ready for a rumble. Leona and Hinako, however, you don't sense aggression per se, but you do see that they are very interested in conversing. Is probably the diplomatic way to put it.
all right. Leona will nod and step forward. Gentlemen, how can I help you?
We're looking. We're, we're looking for a couple of people who are talking with a few of the other organizations around town. First we got word the bearded alloys had talks with people, and now we come over here to find out that you've been chatting up the KTM boys. We want to know what's going on.
Be happy to let you know. Which is this a fine spot for our conversation, or would you prefer someplace else?
What's his issue? He glances at Norvin.
Oh, he's my bodyguard. Don't mind him.
I'm
I
ready
shall.
to draw my gun, but I've not actually done it.
I think I think I will mind him, miss, if it's all the same. Tell him to be
I,
silent.
I, I will
Norvin?
mention to Norvin they don't seem to be here for a fight particularly.
Norvin, you can take your hand away from the pistol. They're not here to hurt us.
If you say so.
My apologies. He's been on edge after the rather explosive incident last night.
Which we got told to investigate. Got pointed to a couple people who and those two behind you, miss, match their descriptions. We've been told they're loose ends.
Are they pointing at Sinbad or?
Sinbad is nowhere to be seen, so they are pointing at the other two people.
I can assure you, they know how to keep quiet. Might I ask if the individuals who suggested as such were perhaps affiliated with a group known as the Roaring Lions?
That'd be them.
Right. Well, this comes to the root of the problem. I don't believe that many of the groups, such as yourselves, Roaring Lions, KTM, the Bearded Alloys, have gotten to put in their fair, and countless others have gotten to have their voices properly heard. I know the referendum is supposed to be that, but that's a yes or no question. There's no room for debate, no room for discussion, no room to talk this out like civilized people. It's just a simple yes or no. Will this happen? I want to provide room for discussion, for compromise, for a chance for everyone to have their say. And I would like for that to happen without volcanoes being blown up. I'm trying to put together a sort of meeting between the organizers behind the showcase and the concerned citizens of Kalingbao who want to ensure that their cultural traditions receive the attention they are due, rather than have to play second fiddle to the showcase.
Hmm. Where are you from again?
Marinhath.
Well, that's kind. That's kind of pretty. Watching someone, someone outside a city trying to iron out all the wrinkles inside it.
I mean, we
It's
have
been-
a very nice city.
Yeah,
Port Missouri is lovely this time of year.
the irony is palpable.
Well, shucks. Well, no one else seems willing to talk things out, so someone has to put their best foot forward.
He lowers the spiky cricket bat and says, so the plan this old plan of yours, it's nice and flowery and everything, but at some point you need to talk about the actual root of the problem.
And what is the root of the problem?
The bloody club that started this damn mess in the first place.
Oh,
We've been talking about giving Snarlfangs a proper turnover at some point. Because not gonna lie, we're thinking the same thing. But if this is what, but we know what's going on with them. We know what they've been trying to do. We know what that Chastain bloke's been wanting. That's the rules he wants. That's the rules he wants to play by. Then fine. We can play by him too.
I should warn you though. They might not necessarily be the rules that Chastain wants Callenbau to play by. I happen to have found out that Tell me, have you ever heard of a nation called the Shirtikuan Empire?
He looks around at the boys. Shrug. The woo. You heard him.
Underdark dwelling rat folk. Very good with technology, such as magically powered explosives. I have it on good authority that one of their agents said he. What was it, Slinger? What was it that the rat said exactly? Divided Callenbau is good for business or something like that?
I think you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah. And so, from what I can tell, there's an outside force trying to destabilize things. So, I'm going to try and counteract that. Be an outside force trying to stabilize things. Hopefully, things can meet in the middle. Callenbau can take care of Callenbau's issues, and any issues from outsiders can remain outside Callenbau.
Sounds like we decide. Well then. Sounds like we need to direct our efforts elsewhere then.
Right. As I said, we're having this event in hopefully quite soon. I'm just trying to get a gauge of how many interested parties there might be. If you think you might be stopping by, uh, please send a letter to. She gives him this address.
Just out of
Uh,
curiosity, just out of curiosity, because I never really asked this, what is this address?
the address would be her, like the mailing address to her room at the Miragio.
Okay.
Just so she can have all the letters there and organize everyone who wants to attend this event. Just so she knows how big of a hall to book. We're going to try and have a meeting between the showcase officials and the various heads of organizations here in Kalimbao. Sort of try and give the people their voice.
And who all are you giving this address to, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, so far we've given it out to everyone you mentioned me stopping by. If you think there's any group that ought to be there to discuss things, feel free to give them the address as well.
This is just a random room at the Miragio, it looks like, right?
It's where I'm staying at the moment.
All right. And he he folds the address up and stuffs it into his pocket. Well, it sounds like we need some. Well, it sounds like either way, we need an exterminator. So we have a little bit of work to do on our end, I think.
Be careful about the Shutikuan. They have very unusual and powerful weaponry.
Yeah, well, so do we.
And they have
He
a
wa-
tendency to hide themselves as other small races.
Yes, they have these sneaky little hats they wear that disguise them.
We'll keep it in mind. Rest assured. Well, rest assured. And he turns around, makes a hand motion, makes a little motion with it with his hand, and you notice on the back of his leather jacket is a giant old patch that says Mavericks on the back, and he hops onto his bike. Rest assured, and nobody here three rat folk in a trench coat and nothing. We turn it. We turn anything up. He taps his coat pocket. We know where to find you.
Oh, and on a final note, if you see a white-furred rat, he's with me.
What you call this place again? Shirka Duka or something like that.
Shurtikuan is how it was said to me.
You ain't with them.
He's not with them, no. Uplander rats. They're not big fans of the Shurtikuans either.
keep that in mind. All right, boys, let's hit it.
Alrighty. Well, that takes care of everyone on the list.
Didn't even need to walk out to the next location, huh?
I'm sorry?
Didn't even have to go to the next location. They came finding us.
No, I suppose that's the advantage if you're going around talking to the who's who of Kalendal. People will start to ask questions.
Yeah, let's hope we aren't the wrong people.
Either
Keeping
way, I think we better
particular
get
eyes
back.
out.
I think we better get back to the hotel. I imagine we're about to have a lot of mail. Yeah, we'll head back to the hotel. Leona just checks behind her to make sure Sinbad didn't suddenly materialize out of nowhere.
That is a good question. What is Sinbad? What is Sinbad presently up to? He's had a view of this whole back and forth. Is you linking back up with the party or anything, or?
Langer?
Is Flanger muted by chance?
Doesn't look
Fucking
muted.
mod. No, I wasn't muted. Voice mod for some reason bugged out, and so did Discord.
Ah. Well, that's always fun.
All right, give me one moment. All right. I suppose Hinoko might spot him first as he's going to stand up from his hiding spot about 60 feet away, and he's got his gun in his hands.
You see a white furred rat pop out of a. No, I take that back.
Barrel.
Yeah. I was about to say trash bin, and then I realized how Sinbad that was. So yeah, barrel.
He's just staring off where the bikers drove off to.
Glad to see you had our backs. Sinbad?
Sinbad will hop out, readjusting his scope, and just kind of walk up to the rest of them. So, did I miss anything fun in there? Kind of gesturing back towards the shop.
Nothing too much. I tried sushi. That's what it's called, right, Hinoko?
Yes, pufferfish to be exact. Which, may I mention, could be quite poisonous
Leona
if
blinks.
done incorrectly.
Leona blinks again. Huh.
But that man is a skilled cook from the seams.
I don't think I
Yes.
have.
Clearly. I'll keep that in mind in the future. Aside from apparently me flirting with death there,
I was going to say
uh,
that was very risky.
I will be honest, I did not know how. I did not know. I did not know. You could have said something, Hinako.
It looked perfectly fine prepared.
Leona sighs. Well, we should
Let me recommend the
probably get.
sashimi next time.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for that next time. Well, with that out of the way, I guess we should head back to the Miragio, because we've spread the word, and I imagine the letters are just going to be flooding in.
Well, don't they take like about what, a business day or so?
Leona shrugs. Do you have any better places to be?
Not currently.
All right, then. Hinako, Norvin, either of you?
No.
Not particularly, though he did I did get recommended a nice restaurant.
All right, let's go have ourselves maybe a lunch. You can try some of your traditional food, and then we'll head back to the Miragio.
I think that's fine for now.
Sounds like a plan.
Finish anything else I was planning for today. At least I don't remember having any other plans. And who
We
knows,
will
maybe the
head.
next group will be looking us up.
Maybe. Leona will head. Well, I guess we head to the Japanese restaurant. Some Japanese food.
It's not Japanese.
What the
It's
hell is
not
Okay,
Japanese?
All right, fine. We head to the restaurant for some traditional kitsune food.
No, it's not Japanese.
Ah, yes, we head to the not Japanese restaurant for some not Japanese food.
What was that? What was that, Lassie? Leona fell down a well again?
Oh, damn it. Fuck.
Nah, just
Are
messing
you
with you.
saying are you saying I fell down a well, as in you can't hear me, or just fucking with me?
We'll head to the sushi place.
Yep.
Yeah. And I guess have some lunch and skip to whatever else happens next.
Cool.
That is of importance.
Yep. Does someone try and kill us while we're eating sushi?
No, while you're eating sushi, no.
Alrighty.
I
There's just
will.
gonna be about a dozen explosive runes just in the letters.
About
expect as
20 of
much.
them.
Yeah, so Sinbad, if you have any questions you want to ask Leona, this would be a good time to ask him.
So, what exactly did you give those kind gentlemen?
I gave them the address for my hotel, for the room I'm staying at the Miragio.
Quite a risky thing.
I mean, Leona points out, like, I've got Norvin and Hinako. I mean, besides, what are they going to do? Storm the hotel?
Maybe. You never know what people can do.
A police motorbike goes screaming past the restaurant.
I'm sure that's unrelated.
I recommend keeping your assistant nearby to detect for magical explosives, at least.
Right. Leona finishes her food. I suppose we should get back to the Miragio. I'm sure there's plenty of letters to go through.
It does not contain explosives.
I love how just completely lackadaisy Leona is here about a very, 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 very scary security hole?
Yeah. I'm sure
Leona?
there's nothing wrong with giving out my current address to
It
an
will be
unknown number
fine.
of for an unknown number of quasi-criminal gangs.
It will be fine. What are they going to do? Blow up an important international diplomat?
Diplomatic
Leo?
immunity does not mean damage immunity.
I will say, Leona is not wise.
Neither are you, apparently.
I'm like 80% sure that's just you.
Well, no, it's me role-playing Leona. If I was being wise, I would have given them, like, I don't know, some address, like a P.O. box or something. I would have set it up. Like,
That's what I expected you to have done.
What is Leona's
yes.
wisdom?
This is a very Calvin and Hobbes. I meant to do that situation.
Okay,
No.
so Leona is exactly 1 point less wisdom than an average person. That is not near suicidal risk taking.
No, I said 8. That's 2 less.
Which is a -1 modifier. It's 1 point for anything that uses that stat.
Alright. Fair enough. I suppose I am maybe overplaying Leona's low wisdom a little bit.
A little bit.
Again, this strikes me as very. I meant to do that.
No, I mean, I legitimately do, when I'm playing Leona, do dumb shit because I know she would do reckless things like that. Because that is one of the ways I describe her. She is very reckless.
Near suicidal?
Why do you think she runs in to fight people with a sword? Like,
Near suicidal?
Run in and defend yourselves. Yes.
run in and defend
That was someone
yourselves.
else. That was the
That was
rat.
the-
Oh, right, that was rat.
Well, Leona regularly turns into a rat, so.
Not that one.
Yeah,
That particular
not that
kind.
one. Anyway, yeah, I guess we'll head back to the Miragio. Is everything on fire?
Yes.
No, because you haven't opened any of the letters yet. That'll happen once
Okay.
you're there.
All right, fair enough.
Oh no.
That's the amount of bombs you've been sent in the mail.
As you, Leona, you notice that the police bike density has been increasing in numbers steadily as you've been walking back to the Miragio.
Leona is starting to realize she may have made a mistake.
I may have made a mistake.
I recommend you hire a bomb squad to go through the letters first.
Yeah,
I mean,
might-
okay. The only thing we should be receiving is what? Actual letters, not packages.
yes, we're not taking packages of any kind.
Magic.
Unfortunately, explosive runes is a spell.
As you approach the entryway of the Miragio, there you do see multiple officers walking in and about with a bunch of people evacuated, and off to the right is a paramedic vehicle, and sitting near the edge is a familiar looking wizard holding a very, very, very terrified rabbit in her arms. Her glasses have been broken. Her hair has been blown back spikily, and there's soot all over her face. And she's just sitting there blinking, stupefied, and she is not sure what else to say. when you approach Leona, apart from, wow, that was a close one.
As she sees Sarah in this, Leona will run over to her. Sarah, oh my
It could
gosh,
have
are you
also
all
been a
right?
contact poison.
What happened?
I was the mail was there, and you told me that you were getting in touch with the people. I thought I'd take initiative and start organizing your correspondences. One of them was from the showcase offices, and then I flipped the envelope over. And I open it up, and it said, we reviewed your request, and boom. No, you cut out.
What was the last thing that Leona heard?
That's the last thing I heard. Take initiative.
I'm not doing that entire stammering thing all over again.
It's fine. I get the idea. She thought she'd take initiative. She opened them up, and boom. Leona will turn to one of the paramedics. Is she all right?
Little stunned. From what I understand, she opened a letter containing explosive rooms at almost point blank range. I'm impressed she didn't sustain any more serious damages. She must have gotten a shield spell off or something right in the nick of time.
Right. I'm very sorry, Sarah. Take the next couple of days off, all right? Take as much time off as you need. Focus on getting better, okay?
Yes.
Leona will look to the familiar. Look after her, okay?
It's a rabbit.
It's an intelligent rabbit.
Rabbit leaps out of Sarah's arms and ducks under the car.
Has more intelligence than Leona, so.
Leona has plenty of intelligence. She just doesn't have any wisdom, which the rabbit has actually decent amounts of.
Meanwhile, Hinigo is gonna inquire with the police about what they are getting up to.
Well, one of the city's biggest hotel and resort chains just got exploded rather violently, so they are currently conducting an investigation into that.
Yes, of course.
Right.
I should have glimpsed at Leona.
Well,
Big sigh.
We're not mad, Leona. We're just disappointed.
No, I'm not disappointed.
Uh,
This is exactly what I expected.
literally down to the spell they used.
If I was disappointed, then it would be below expectations, but dead on. Exactly what I thought would happen.
Alright. Other than the Roaring Lions, are there any of the any of the other criminal gangs known to employ wizards?
You would probably need to roll a knowledge check, and I have absolutely no idea what the DC would be because that could be just about anyone.
Allow me to save us a skill check. The answer is yes. There's an entire wizard academy.
Alright, fair enough. Do we have any idea who did it?
The answer is no. There's an entire wizard academy.
Okay. Great. So I'm
I guess
guessing we
which,
can't go.
I guess if your assistant knows which letter was sent, then that'd be something, but we wouldn't know if they would put their own name on the letter to make it look more legitimate, or if they would put someone else's name on it to blame them.
Or the or the
Let me ask you again.
or the bigger brain idea, as Sarah explains if you ask her, the letter combusted as along with her face.
Fair. Alright. So I'm guessing we have to wait a bit before we're going to be able to go up to our rooms, given they're probably exploded.
May I suggest we find another location of stay?
Okay.
One of which we do not disclose the location.
Yeah,
of.
you're gonna get rats sneaking into your room to assassinate you.
On one hand, you're probably very true. That's probably very correct. On the other
Damn it,
hand,
Gold.
I feel like
Do you want rats? Because this is how you get rats.
Invite strangers to your home and you get rats. I mean, you already have one rat.
yeah.
The second
Counterpoint.
one, to be exact.
Yeah. Do we want to run from them?
I see no reason not to sleep in the room that they know that you're going to be in.
Well, I don't have to sleep in that room specifically. I can
Track
sleep in
them
one of the
back.
rooms next to.
Watch the room and track them back to wherever they're coming from, but find a different place to stay in and actually sleep. Preferably a different building entirely.
Either way, were all the letters blown up or just the one?
Well, I assume in the fiery engulfment of the room, all the letters got burnt.
I surmise so.
Yeah, you don't know which letters specifically Sarah was trying to file away, but you can assume the answer was a good chunk of them. As far as whether or not it was all of them or which one specifically, I don't know how to answer that right now.
Alright, well.
Explosive runes deals force damage, so it's not a fiery explosion, it's just an explosion.
Damn. So, well, there we
No
go. They're
fire
probably all
involved.
intact. They were probably just scattered around the room then.
No, the paper would be ripped apart. It's a lot of force damage.
Oh.
Paper doesn't have that much health.
You feel like puzzling?
What?
I really wish I could cast Make Whole.
On the bright side, none of those pieces of paper probably have bombs in them.
Also, Leona, send back and cast Make Whole.
No, I
No,
don't.
not make whole. Make whole.
The joke is he has a gun.
Yes, I get the joke. It is a joke. But yeah, well, how do we go about collecting information for everyone who wants to attend?
Rent the biggest building you can.
You know what? Why not? What is the biggest hall that can be rented out uh, in this city?
Oh,
Literally, what your extra I'm in charge of our part of the showcase funds are for.
This is true. All right.
When you say building, what sort of building are we thinking about? Like a convention hall or what?
Like a convention hall, that would be ideal. Like maybe a sort of I think a convention hall would be actually ideal for the purpose I have in mind.
Then you would be looking for the then you would be looking for Good Gravy Science Plaza.
Good Gravy Science Plaza.
Alrighty. How yeah, we'll look into arranging to have that place rented out for the big meeting. So the race can go on without any more explosions.
It is at this point.
Well, hopefully.
Yes.
I said any more explosions and then added, well, hopefully.
It sounded like that sentence was continuing. Sorry.
No worries.
If the day progresses a little bit longer, you do eventually get word back from the showcase folks proper. And needless to say, they are worried. Because first it was the volcano. Then it was the hotel where one of the not team principals was staying. Needless to say, the whole commission is wondering if this event is actually safe to proceed.
That is a reasonable concern. I suppose we'll have to hire some security.
You misunderstand the showcase in general.
Yeah, no, that's a fair concern. That is part of why we want to have this meeting, though, so we can put a stop to these explosions. Because
Sounds like a really good place to have another explosion. Now that I think about it,
it is a really good place to have another explosion. My hope was that no one would want to blow it up because that would piss off all the gangs. That their dudes just got blown up.
But There's one
Yeah.
there's one group that would want that.
The Shurtika ones?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like we might have to root out the rats before we can proceed with this. Yeah. Just Leona will write back explaining that the main idea behind this event would be to address the concerns that the people of Kalimbao have. However, we have received recent evidence that there may be effectively a rogue nation involved here, ensuring the disruption of events in Kalimbao. Do we write that? You know what? First off, let's meet up. Look, Leona's not wise. Like I said, I've been overplaying her not wiseness.
I meant to do that.
So,
It's 1 point lower.
all right, Leona will turn to Norvin. What do you think we should do given the situation?
The showcase being canceled is exactly what the rats want to happen. So that can't be what happens. Ideally, they attack at where you were sleeping tonight, now that they know your location, and presumably that you didn't die horribly. We track them back to wherever they are, and there aren't any more.
All right, that's a plan. Is there any convenient news reporters around?
You do see a very strange auburn-haired woman hastily scribbling into a notebook with a fedora that just says the news attached to it.
Leona will make herself visible to this obvious reporter.
Can I help you, miss?
I thought that you might want to take a statement from.
Oh, I know, Lady Leona Antos Miranda. Oh my goodness! It is so awesome to see you. You're just the person. You're just the person I wanted to see. Oh my God! Do you know something about this? Please tell me you know something about this. Actually, no. Please don't. This was mean you were embroiled in something. Oh, hi.
Hi. I'm guessing you would like a statement on
Yes.
the events that have just occurred.
Yes. Sorry. Sorry. I'm getting too excited. People probably got hurt here. Hi.
Hi. I want it to be known that I am not intimidated by this active aggression towards, and am still resolved to find a peaceable solution between the people of Kalimbao and the showcase.
Scribble, nod.
My resolve is only strengthened by this attack. And as long as I am here, I will be doing whatever I can to make sure that the meeting between the showcase and the concerned citizens of Kalingbao will go on.
Got it. Scribble, scribble. And if anyone wanted to get in touch with you and offer their and make sure their voice gets heard during this meeting, what would be the best way? What would be the best way for them to write to you?
If I could
Leona
audibly facepalm, that would be happening now.
Leona gives the hotel address she was staying at.
Scribble's great, but that got blown up.
We have magic. Oh, I have magic. I'll fix it.
If you say so, scribble.
Leona will return to the group. Will thank the nice reporter woman. And return to the group with like this shit-eating grin. Sometimes my brilliance, it frightens me.
As everyone in the party holds a moment of silence.
That was me facepalming.
Clarkson!
In case you haven't guessed how blatantly obvious it is, Leona's plan is to try and get the lure the Shirtikuans to, or whoever made the first attempt, to try a second time. And,
You are going to run this poor hotel / casino out of business. It is the most luxurious thing that I have ever dreamt up for a game, and you are going to bankrupt it because you won't stop inviting people to explode it.
Look, we'll fix it with magic. I can learn make whole.
Oh
on the
shit!
fly.
We'll fix it with magic. Okay then, that
Just
makes it
fix
all right.
with magic.
Just fix it with magic. We're adventurers. What do you take us for?
Speaking of fix it with magic, locate objects that are green glowing rocks.
Oh, that's another good plan. All right. So we'll have
If I could only see the character sheets of the entire party, I could solve this problem immediately.
Not me.
Is locate object? Yeah, locate object is second level. All right.
Being able to see my
if
character sheet is not useful for you.
If we were higher level, I would suggest a divination. Just straight up divine.
Oh, okay. When Norvin suggests this, Leona will just go, oh.
Just a straight up divination for it. Get on figuring out how to do that.
Locate object green sugar.
Do I need to do that right now?
Not right now, but I will do this at some point because I literally can just cast it.
If it is within like 700 feet, 660, something like that.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I'm not going to cast it right this exact moment, but Leona's plan is we stake out the Miragio. We follow the rats back to their hidey hole. We terminate them with extreme prejudice. We leave one alive to ask questions.
You can have fun doing that.
Yeah, Norvin doesn't leave any survivors, I forget.
I am armed with a gun.
Also,
other people worry about how to keep things alive.
Also, he almost just exploded. Also, they almost just exploded the person he was specifically in charge of. So he's might be a bit beyond talking right now.
No, it's not even that. I just don't have a non-lethal setting.
There's no
Sorry,
peace.
by non-lethal Sorry, my non-lethal setting is go down from like 40 damage a turn at minimum to like 4 damage a turn on average.
Oh yeah, your smite doesn't work on melee attacks, does it?
No, it does.
Oh,
I'm just not going to use it because I can use it with a gun. I don't have strength for melee attacks.
all right, fair enough. Yeah, Leona's plan, as she explains to her friends, in a suitably secure location, is we stake out the Miragio, we follow the ratties, and we take them out. It's genius.
Just take them out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I suggested this, but
Yeah, no, that's exactly that. It is literally It is literally your plan, Northern. That's why it's a good one. That's how I know it's a good one.
it's because someone
Because
else
I
came up
didn't
with
come-
it.
Because I didn't come up with it. That's how I know it'll work. Any questions?
Eh.
Probably not as simple as just walk
Uh,
in and take care of them, but
Sarah says, "Yeah. How do I file for workman's comp?"
I'll give you. Oh wait, the form's exploded. I'll have to get some new forms sent from Mayor and Half.
I thought you went
Okay.
on vacation, paid vacation.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
have-
I'll
and
give
have-
you.
And also, have I said ow yet?
You have said out. Like I said, take as many days off as you need, Sarah. Paid vacation.
All of them.
All right. Once you're feeling up to it again, yeah.
right.
Very
Lay on
sorry
hands.
how big your food is. Norman just walks over to her, like poke. Whoa.
You see Sarah's eye just twitch. You weren't supposed to do that.
You are still legally required to get some amount of compensation.
To be fair, she already said
Yeah.
you got. You can take days off. There's no taking back
Yeah,
words.
just at the very least,
We all heard
just
it.
take at least a couple. If you feel you need more, I trust your judgment here, sir.
Compensation is still legally required, and this way you aren't injured.
Well, you're less injured, at the very least. Depends on how much you got hurt in this situation.
I did also heal less dice than explosive runes does. I think it's always 6d6 damage. So she's still injured.
Anyway, just one favor I want to ask of you is once this is all over, I'll get you a scroll of make whole to copy down into your system. And you can try that out and fix up the damage to the Miragio. I feel I owe them that.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, I thought she was going to do that herself.
I mean, I could do that myself, or I could get Sarah a scroll of make whole so she could know that spell forever and ever. Like, that's why 90% of Wizards adventure to get new spell scrolls so they can copy into their spell books. If I'm going to put Sarah through the dangers, I might as well give her some of the rewards.
Here goes scratching her chin.
Plus,
I wish my
plus
magic
the
was
work-
that easy.
plus the workman's comp.
Yes,
Plus
a couple of
Plus a
nickels
bunch of
a day,
money.
You can use it at any
Yeah,
time.
like the scroll is unrelated to that. That is a personal thing. That's not related to that. Also, are you allergic to any flowers or fruits?
Cantaloupe.
Give it
All right. Leona makes a note for that.
Leon, here's your workman's comp one: edible arrangements.
No, she's not just she's not going to give her an edibles arrangement. Like workman, she's gonna give her the whole.
Not an
go for the whole
edibles
package.
arrangement. That's something else.
1 day off and 1 watermelon.
Fresh one watermelon drop.
Scrunch right on her toe.
Art thou not pleased?
I was going to say, instead of like an actual watermelon, it's one of like the small containers of pre-cut up watermelon, so you don't even get that much.
No. I know what. No. I know what it is. I'm not sure if you guys have this in your grocery stores, but have you ever seen those plastic containers where it's not watermelon, but it's just like where it's not like pineapple, but it's just the pineapple core?
Okay.
Those things.
Because I guess people need that.
No, I know what it is. It's like a watermelon bowl that you would put fruit salad in if you want to be really fancy, but there's nothing in it. It's just the watermelon bowl. So you don't even get the fruit. You just get the outside.
All right. If we want to get some backup, we could maybe talk with the Mavericks. They seemed quite interested in going after the Shirtikuan.
Sinbad gives Leona a look.
Or we could not. I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm just spitballing ideas. That's all.
The last
They didn't seem as interested in hunting. They didn't seem as interested as hunting down.
Ma'am, the last time you spitballed an idea, I got it.
Is what I picked up from him.
Ma'am, the last time you spitballed an idea, I got exploded, says Sarah.
You know, that very fair, Sarah. Maybe I should leave the spitballing to other people.
I'm more inclined to get Lieutenant Greyfar involved. But I feel like that might also not be the best of ideas. He's probably got a lot on his plate already.
Yeah.
Just a few things, yes.
All right. So,
question.
I mean, there's a reason why they give out jobs at a donut shop.
Is the session ending around now? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will not leave for a few minutes to go deal with laundry.
all right. So yeah, next time on Showcase of Nations, we
Hopefully
do a
Leona
stakeout.
does not cause an explosion.
Hopefully,
Directly or indirectly.
Hopefully there is no third explosion.
What is with you people in bomb scares, by the way?
I don't know.
That's them, not me.
No more explosions, man.
Specifically, no more bombs.
Well,
also it's only the rats that did it, and
Oh my
only
God.
the underground one.
yeah, it's literally just underground rats and their bombs. That's literally what this is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just literally just a Shirtikuan and their damned bombs.
Flinger does not sound moved.
Yeah, at least them uplander rats are better with weapons than bombs.
Thank you.
Wait,
Alrighty.
do weapons count as bombs in a certain way?
No,
depends
but
on the
bombs
bomb.
count as weapons.
Depends on how they're
Funny
used.
how that works.
Yeah. All bombs are No, I wouldn't even say all bombs are weapons. Some bombs are weapons, but not all weapons are bombs.
In
Gold
a
is-
strictly
I think-
game rule sense,
I
all
think-
bombs are weapons.
I think gold is working off the alchemist definition of bomb.
In a
Some
strictly
bombs are
game rule
considered weapons.
in a strictly game rule sense, I'm pretty sure all bombs are weapons.
No, there's like satchel charges and planted explosives and things that aren't
Those are weapons.
thrown weapons. Are they?
If you throw them, would bonuses to throwing bombs apply to them? Or other
no,
thrown weaponry?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'd have to try and find them. Either way,
It would be
Whatever.
improvised, but would it count?
We are now firmly in the podcast section of the game. If people want to go off and do other things,
yeah, we can stop the recording now.
This is, of course, the part where
Ah.
Gold's internet works perfectly fine.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. And Flinger's
Well, I
gonna
fixed it.
crash then, I guess?
Huh?
Did you?
It would be that time,
Tomorrow
right? Right? No? Oh,
was
okay.
Red finishing the boss fight, or was Gold doing something?
I was under the impression I was doing something,
Great.
because I made everyone lose a session by sleeping in and being a dummy. So I was under the impression I was making up for it by running a thing.
Making
And
up
you
for it by
are-
going next.
And you are finally, maybe, going to possibly get out of the Underdark. I hope.
It's
Trademark.
technically my turn, but I'm the only person who it's not going to be 100%.